Hello, I'm Bonecold from Team Mortality, and I'm the in-game leader for my boys.
You're here at the Red Bull home ground, and this tournament brings together the advantages of playing at home. What was it like from your home growing up and getting into esports?
I actually had a very interesting journey. I played at my parents' house until I was like 20, 21, 22, and I never really made it in esports. Like back then, and at some point I wanted to like give myself like a one more year. So what I did was actually went ahead and joined this esports school in Finland called Almens, and I played there for a year, and from there, I managed to get myself into a really good team back in the days of Racy Reds, nowadays Ascent, and just in my first year happened to win European Championship and a World Championship.
Just nice and casually, like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
fantastic. What was the progression routes like in Finland for esports professionals? I know you mentioned that you went to the school or like a college there. Was that common, or is it really quite hard to get into that?
I'd say it's really hard. I feel like it's really up and coming in all of the Nordic countries. In Finland, we still don't have like a proper infrastructure. I don't feel like a lot of like countries in the West have it. So I'd say in Finland it's still like really hard to actually get to the get to the international level. I feel like in Finland we have like lots of talent, lots of players. Uh, but I feel like we are very like homebound in a way where we just want to like play with like Finnish players, Finnish teams, and not a lot of us actually like try and go and dip their toes in the water and try to go international. So I took that risk and paid off really nicely.
I know you mentioned that you were going to give yourself one more year.
Yeah.
Why one more year?
Because at that point, I feel like like the way I played was more of just played to it wasn't like I was like training. I wasn't trying to like fully on like trying to go pro. It was kind of like just playing for playing kind of, and I felt like if I actually go ahead and do it for a year straight and I actually put like my mind into it, I wanted to see, like if it doesn't happen in a year, like there's a lot more that I can do in the world than just play video games. So I just wanted to give me like that one chance to just fully on focus and nothing else, no work, no school, and yeah, it went really well.
Fantastic. Growing up in Finland, did you have a specific idol? It could be within esports or outside of esports. Do you have anyone you looked up to?
From esports, no, not really. Something that I actually really looked like up onto was Kimi Räikkönen from Formula One. Other than that, I didn't really have like any like sports or esports like idols really. I followed like a lot of scenes, but I never really had I something like, oh, I really wish to be like this player. I think Kimi Räikkönen was just like the one thing that kind of like gave me like some sparks of motivation.
Awesome. And now you're here at the Red Bull home ground in the United Kingdom. What's it like playing in the UK?
I really haven't gotten around yet that much. I arrived really late yesterday. But what I heard, like almost all of our coaching staff is from the UK, and I really haven't heard of. I've heard some bad, but mostly really good. And something that I wish actually to do is just to go like around the city, but like just being here in the UK is actually something that I've wanted for actually a long time. I feel like I think it was like 10 years old, I'd say.
Wow.
When I always like what I always wanted to do was either go to UK or go to like US, and I have gotten both crossed now. So yeah, it's being chilling now.
So obviously you mentioned that you've had so much success at Ascend. How are you now settling into Vitality?
Really well. I feel like the first year, like in Vitality, like the first season in the French league, I really got like I kind of got like a clean plate where everything was built around me. I got like a lot of resources, and now that we got the franchising, Team Vitality has given us like an amazing opportunity of actually giving us an office in Berlin, where we can like where we have like all the coaching staff, we have all the players there, and they've just given us something that not even all the other like organizations in franchise have given. So it's amazing. What is it to be working with them?
It has seen Vitality move away from that French core, which they're quite used to. That spans across CS, League of Legends, Valorant. Obviously, they've got a massive fan base. Do you still think that that fan base will get behind you, even though there's no French players?
The Golden Hornets are actually one of the, I'd say, one of the nicest groups of fans I have ever seen. Like Team Vitality, I know like they're like deeply rooted in French, but I feel like like their mission is to be the best. They still have the roots and they still have the fans all across like France, but they really want to win. They want to build something successful, and the Golden Hornets and all the Vitality fans have been very pleasant surprise for me. Like coming, like what is it? Jumping like jumping to the unknown almost. I'd say when I joined. So the fans have been really nice in Vitality.
They are the best.
Yeah,
it's quite sick. Obviously, the roster itself that you've put together is quite an inexperienced roster compared to some of the Dynamite orgs that have been put together so far. Do you kind of see shades of what you did at Ascend in this type of roster?
I feel like we're not as like it's not like we're as explosive as we had like something like we had in Ascend. I feel like with this group, I feel like we've taken like I feel like we got like an underdog like tag on the team, which is really nice. That's something that is like very Ascend like I'd say, but like for this time Team Vitality team, I feel like we've gotten something extremely solid. I feel like the way me and Salah, our head coach, has been working together, we want to bring a play style where it's just as like loose and explosive as it is, like where we can just totally switch it up and just, like play until the 30 seconds of the round. So I'd say like this team coming to the like even the Red Bull, like we're going with the mindset of we can't control the results, we can only control the performance, and I'm just hoping the other teams are going to play just as well as us.
Are you relishing the in-game leader role with this team? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I feel like in this team and with like this coaching stuff, I feel like I have improved my calling like tenfold. Looking back at the times of like the first team of Vitality, I feel like I've gotten a lot more just like wider in the sense of like the way I call it has gotten a lot better. It's I call differently. I call how I used to. I feel like I've just improved as calling, and I've kind of just embraced the fact that like this opportunity where I can actually just get so much better.
Awesome. So going into the home ground, what are your expectations?
Our expectations for the team, like as I said, was like we can't control the results, only the performance. But I do feel like the way we have been playing and the way we have been practicing, I'd say we're going to be in the finals.